What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and hey, this isn't like a mean-spirited video. I just there's this sentiment about men and the type of content that we consume or we would want to consume, in particular by many high up in the streaming world, that is just frustrating. And Valkyrae, which is one of the world's most popular streamers, I think a YouTube streamer, who won like Streamer of the Year and all this kind of stuff, decided to weigh in on men and their issues with tub streams with what was a very frustrating stereotype about men. And I thought I would just, respond to it in a way, kindly. This isn't to send any hate her way, but to hopefully educate her as to many people's positions on this type of content. And I talked about it yesterday. The tub streams are obviously a hot topic. They make for spicy thumbnails. They are spicy content on Twitch. And I have said since the beginning that I don't have any problem with this content existing. I would prefer to see it behind an age gate, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure how you could really effectively do that. Nowadays, I mean, on YouTube, all you have to do is click a button or whatever to say that you're old enough or something. So I'm not sure that would really work. But there's two really fundamental issues with this type of content that I want to point out. First of all, it's this perception that dudes just want this type of content. Like, come on, bros. Like, why aren't you objectifying women? When like 2 years ago, it was like, why are you objectifying women? You see Valkyrae slams Twitch tub stream haters. Why are you so angry? Now, we already know, I'm not going to go over the tub stream. We know it's dumb. It's quote unquote content. Again, I will say, like usual, don't like it, don't watch it, but it's an interesting conversation to have, and it's frustrating to see men painted as these this is what all men want. No, I mean, overwhelmingly, men do not want this type of content on Twitch. It's not even, I mean, if that were true, they would be number one, number two, number three, number four on these streams, but they're not even close. Do they garner thousands of viewers? Yes, but I'll tell you exactly why they do in a minute. She says, Valkyrae's jumped into the pool of public opinion to share her own thoughts on the meta of whether her views differ strongly from her streaming counterparts. I guarantee you they won't. When you're this popular and you're at this height, you really can't, you're not in a position financially to criticize other people. You see it all the time. People get popular, having strong opinions, then they get then they get huge mainstream success, and suddenly they have milquetoast tastes or takes. Even PewDiePie dialed everything back, right? So she says, I see a lot of very spicy women. I saw one in particular. She was in a bathing suit and also straps. She was strapped up. She was very, very, very hot. So she's objectifying this woman, just saying, I don't have a problem with people sharing an opinion, but she is, and she won't receive any type of criticism for this. She began discussing how she visited Twitch's Just Chatting section. However, according to the 100 Thieves star, people in the unidentified streamer's chat were posting a lot of negative comments as she started doing jumping jacks and other physical stunts. Well, I mean, what you're seeing here is obviously, people are paying for jiggle physics, real life jiggle physics. This is not content, at least, not video game content. Now I'm getting to things here now. Up until this point, yeah, I agree. She probably was hot, and it's nice to see, a girl in a bikini do jumping jacks, I suppose, if you're 12. But she goes on to then say, really to perpetuate this negative stereotype about men. Why are you so angry? It works for a reason. It's free for you. You don't have to donate or subscribe. Like, isn't that a good thing? So far, we're in agreement. Absolutely. Free content. You don't have to watch it. No big deal, right? But then she goes on to say, isn't that what men want to see for free? I don't get the issue. If no one is hurting anyone, what's the issue? She added. I don't get it. Again, it's not what men want to see for free. It's what boys want to see for free. Men have relationships, or men, if they want to see that type of content, there are other places for it. And obviously, there are other issues, like what QT Cinderella brought up. It creates this demand for female streamers that don't want to do this. There's a societal or like streamer pressures now for, average females. Your average female streamer is going to get hounded for this. I've talked at length about how many of these streamers are just bad actors. They're really just purveyors of the prawn, pretending to be streamers. And again, that's fine if Twitch wants to allow it, but I think a little more oversight would be good. Putting them in just chatting is not for men, as I will demonstrate. Twitch, based on their most recent statistics in 2021, carries 2.9 million active concurrent viewers with 9.5 million active streamers. Of course, you've got some other note, but what the most important statistic I want to point out here is that 41% of Twitch users, nearly half, are between the ages of 16 and 24, with just 32% over the age of 25. 65% of the Twitch users were male, 35 female. I'm actually surprised that female streamer users are that high. 35. I mean, that's good. It's a good thing. But what I can tell you is who's watching this content. 15-year-old boys. That's who's watching this stuff, because an adult, knows exactly where to go find this type of stuff. And what they do is you're really showing these kids, right? You're creating an expectation for young men, first of all, that women should be acting like this and that the girls that they go meet in high school should be doing this type of thing. You're pushing the envelope in terms of what exactly is acceptable or what is normal. You're normalizing this type of exploitative behavior against women. I'm really not trying to be like puritanical here. Again, I have no problem with this content existing. My only gripe is that it should be probably age gated, simply because we know the nature of the audience and we know who's watching this. I don't think I'm making a gigantic leap to think that 14-year-old kids are the ones watching this. Certainly there are grown-ups that do, I'm sure. But I'd be willing to bet if Twitch would actually share this data, they would be seeing a large part of this audience be really young. I also take serious issue with the idea that, well, this is just what men want. I think that's super reductive, and it's insulting, really. And I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it. I think that if you look at the amount of noise, if you look at the amount of actual viewers on these streams, you'd see that it's not really what men want. It's what kids want. And I think that given the way traffic is funneled from Twitch to their particular OnlyFans accounts, this is a concerning thing to me. Again, the content to me should be allowed to exist, but young men do need some protection here from perhaps being exploited for money when they're too young to know what's going on. I don't think that these are bad takes. I don't think that they're, again, how do you do this? Well, at least age gating it, probably. I don't want to see it banned, maybe a separate section for it. But I assure you that men go to Twitch to watch people play video games, which isn't exactly like the craziest, super adult thing to feels like a super adult thing to do, but that's what we do. I watch Dr. Disrespect on YouTube, but I'll watch Asmongold or maybe Critical or something like that. But I don't go there to watch big old Bobs and just chatting. Some boys do. But I think Twitch probably needs to address this now, because I think if they shared the actual data of who's watching it, it would probably look really bad for them. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.